everybody. I was super concerned initially because my mic, according to my stream deck, was unmuted, and I was like, oh gosh, I've been like clearing my throat and making loud noises while finishing setup. I really hope my mic wasn't capturing all of that, and it turns out my stream deck was wrong. It was not it was not unmuted. It was in fact muted. So interesting. Anyway, hi, we're here. We're a little bit late tonight. I had a busy day. But we're here. We're here. I know, 10 whole minutes. You know what? Those cats, as cute as they were this afternoon, were little monsters around dinner time and ate up some time making a mess, knocking over a ton of stuff that I was setting up. So I'm late partially because of them. So it is partially their fault. Wait, what is this Blossom badge? Wait, that's so cool. Earn this badge for watching a clip, bot, or live stream 3 days a week. Wait, that's so cool, and also like fits perfectly for like the vibes here.
Rosie Wolf just subscribed with Prime for 66 months. Almost the funny number.
Almost to the I don't know, alpha generation funny number, and then almost to the millennial funny number. Anyway, hi, how are we all doing, y'all? My hair is a mess, my face is a mess, but you know what? We're gonna be cross-stitching. It's gonna be super chill. It's gonna be super chill. I was like, I'm gonna put on makeup and put on like nail polish. I didn't have time for that today, so we didn't do that. But we are gonna be cross-stitching, and we are still raising money for Fred Hodge, and I wanted to put in my own donation because I personally like Fred Hodge Cancer Center a lot, and I also like to donate to them when I can. So I am doing a $250 donation that will be a matching donation for up to $250. So every dollar you donate, I'm matching. So any donation you do is worth like twice as much. With our powers combined. Anyway, hi, if you're new here, my name is Rose Battle. We are here both on Twitch and over on YouTube, on my main channel on YouTube, not on the VODs channel, which is Rose Battle VODs, VODS. There is a cat walking around me, ready for the kitty treats. I think I also do need to do a hydrate. I do! How are you doing, Shawnee? How are you doing, Rozzy? We have lots of fun stuff. We nearly hit $600 on Tuesday, which is absolutely amazing. If at any point during this stream you would like to donate, even if it's a little hard to donate if you are on YouTube, because I'm sorry, I don't know how YouTube live stuff works. I don't know, I don't even know if you can like pin stuff in a chat, but we have the very top of the Twitch chat, the link to donate is pinned, but wherever you're watching this, if you scan this QR code here in the bottom right corner, that will take you to the Tiltify campaign page that I have for the One Up Survivors campaign. Nevik! That is gonna be a $30 donation with the matching. Oh my god, a bird just hit my window. At least I hope that's what that was, because I heard a thunk. It's like the third time today. I feel like I'm in a horror movie. I feel like that happens in horror movies, right? It happened to me when I was pet sitting, and I was watching a lot of horror movies, and I was, working at, in my friend's office, and then all of a sudden a bird flies straight at me, and then, like, hits the window and then flies away, and I was like, whoa! No! Anyway, Nevik, thank you again. Was that a Bean Boozle? It was. I knew it. Well, we're now at $625. Also 69 cents. Can't forget the funny number. Yeah, so we're here chilling. I have a big man cross stitch to keep working on. For a second, I was like, where is my cross stitch needle? But I think I remember where I put it. So after I give the cats their kitty treats, do you guys deserve kitty treats? You were a little annoying earlier today. I do love them though. I do love them. And then after that, I will get stuff set up for the cross stitching. I doubt we're gonna finish it tonight. It's 7 p.m. now, and I'm probably gonna wrap up at 9 p.m. So in about 2 hours. Mostly because I don't want to go crazy long because I don't want to hurt my hand. I did notice one time I did a really long cross-stitching session and my wrist hurt a lot. I think that's going to be less of a problem now that I have a stand because it was mostly from holding the hoop. At least I think, just because, you know, it was right here that it hurt. So I assume it was from holding it. But still, I think we'll make some pretty decent progress on it. I have a couple spots I gotta work on. Yes, that'll be good. Event for the growing badge ends July 26th. I know, I want it. It's so cute. It's so cute, y'all. You gotta go get the blossom badge because I feel like yeah, like literally this is the perfect channel for it. The actual perfect channel for it. Anyway, I'm gonna go let the Fred Hutch folks know that I am live now. Everybody else, like all the other streamers, are so good about being like, I'm live! And I'm like, I forgot. I forgot. Jackie's always like, I got you. And I'm like, thank you, Jackie. Thank you. I forgot. Hi, are you an angel? Even though you're also a little annoying. Yeah? Do you have any idea? Here we go. Yeah? Yeah? Do you want to sing? Do you want to sing for us? Yeah? Oh my gosh. Yeah, come on, Coco. Come on. Come on, Coco. You gotta get up here. You can make way. You're a strong, independent man. Yeah, come on. There we go. Ah! Ow, my goodness, Dylan. All right, one more for Coco. That's it. Come on. Coco. Come on. Is your name Coco? Come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Come on, Coco. Dylan's acting like he has not eaten today. He has been like this for the past 2 days. Hi! And he is eating, I checked. Coco. Was that good? Was that good? Alright, excuse me. Excuse me, I need the seat. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, little monster. Mwah. They're so good. Aren't they so good? Alright. Let me just put up the second camera. And I'm gonna have to move my keyboard around so that it's not in the way. Stay fresh! Thanks for lurking, Sam. I'm also gonna get the Bean Boozles. My thumb hurts a little from Dylan. He didn't break the skin, but oh my gosh. That kitty cat. Alright, here is Nevix Bamboozle. Alright, what do we get? This is not the new flavor, which I got both flavors of it. The burnt rubber and licorice. I didn't like either of them. One was worse than the other. That one is, I think, liver and onions or cappuccino. Who wants a mocha cappuccino? Rosa Battle wants a mocha cappuccino. Not liver and onions. Jovial did make liver and onions once, and I tried it, and he really liked it, but I was like, I do not like this. I was like, you did a good job, but I do not like it. I tried it, and I do not like it. Alright. Oh. There's that flavor. Oh. Oh, that's gross. Oh my gosh, that's gross. Holy cow, that's nasty. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Gross. Alright. Getting my things together. We have... This didn't come with the kit, but I use these just to, like, make it easier for me to thread needles and whatnot. Got my little scissors. Got my crochet needle along with the thread we're gonna be working with, and I've got some extra. Put my book over there. We've also got my pattern, which I've been marking off as I'm going along. So, what I'm going to be working on to begin with, I have this last little bit of dark gray. That is just the last spot that I have. And then all the way up here is pretty much the rest. It's just like his hat and the orange thingy that comes out of the hat. And that's basically all I have left. Other than finishing up the back. But, yes, Discord, watch this to get a Minions and Monsters avatar decoration, right? I'm like, I don't want minions. I don't like them. Oh, all right, and for anybody who would like to, I believe this is live now. I do have a channel point redemption now for when this is completed. We'll be doing a completed cross-stitch giveaway for this right here. You can not donate. You can enter once per stream through Tuesday. I'll be picking the giveaway winner on Tuesday. You won't have to be present in chat to get it, but you will have to get back to me via like a DM over Discord within 24 hours. And if I don't hear from you by then, I will pick a new winner, so on and so forth. And I'll also be asking for your mailing address, because this is obviously a physical item, and I need to interact with the physical world to get it to you physically. So I will need an address to mail it to. But I will be covering shipping and whatnot. And I can do international and whatnot. So, yeah! That's what I'll be doing. And of course, we still have the postcards and stickers up for grabs via donation incentives. You can grab those when you check out via Tiltify. But for the channel point redemption, I'm just gonna verify that it is indeed live and working. But I believe it should be 300 points. What are we again? Are we just roses? There's 300 rose petals. So if you're a brand new viewer, you're gonna have to hang around and lurk for a little bit. But otherwise, you can donate your channel points once per stream to enter it. I'm just checking. If it, okay, good, it did save. Yes. It's under giveaway entry. It is 300. You can do 1 redemption per user per stream. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I am gonna swap us over. So this webcam stand is a little sad because if I bump into it, it will fall to a side. So if it suddenly shifts in a direction, it's because gravity was working against me. And then we'll just pick it back up. All right, keyboard. Off to the side. I think I might have to turn on my normal lights for this because right now it looks kind of wild lighting wise. Just checking if I turn off some backlighting. Okay, fine. We have a mouse again. Woo! I hope y'all have had a good Thursday. Like I said, my Thursday flew by so fast. Let's see if we can, at the very least, get like a, just a basic. Wait, can we put on like fireplace, ambience, YouTube in the background? Yeah. All right. I think we're all set. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. So yeah, this is the guy. I've just had my my needle, just like a basic tapestry needle. So I've actually been sewing for quite a long time, but cross stitch is pretty new to me. This is my first cross stitch project. It's been coming really easily to me, I think because of the sewing background and experience. I do like that the cross stitching needle is dull, so I'm not like accidentally drawing blood. Which you know, I have done before with normal needles. I've already gone through and sorted some of the threads. Oh, also, oops, I forgot to grab something to put into this window because I just realized. Let's go ahead and quick fix that. All right, now we should have proper audio being captured here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yes, basically what I've been doing is just like, is this 2 strands? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so like the difference for cross stitching that I have discovered is that for like normal sewing, like, you know, you take like just the 1 strand of thread. So that would be this little. This is actually 2. I know it only looks like 1, but this is 2. So this it's actually like doubled what it would be for like normal sewing. So what we end up doing a needle threader. So it actually has been fairly difficult to do this without the helpful threader. And then I also have to get these like even so I don't waste thread, and having my fan on with the AC does not make this easier. Okay. Yeah, so like that's clearly not even. Get him situated. I'm just gonna keep fiddling with stuff. That's probably correct. Yeah. Okay. So where I left off, hardest part for me is finding the hole there. And then once we get it, it's all good. Yeah, it's a pretty relaxing activity. Find in the thread. Yeah, so the way I learned for cross-stitching was to not don't tie a knot. I'm just sort of like holding the ends on the other side to about like the length of my thumb to my knuckle. And just sort of holding it in place to begin with. Once you get a few stitches in, it tends to stay in place. Yeah, one of these days I will learn how to use my phone as a second camera, because it is certainly better quality than the webcam. The webcam I think the webcam's over 10 years old at this point. Hi, Allie. How you doing? Oh my gosh, we just need to find that hole, but from the other side. There we go. How are you doing today? But yeah, cross stitch is all just literally just little X's, and then I learned that making these little diagonals all in one direction and then going to like the last one in the row and then reversing it, I found was easier and also used less thread. So also, ooh, that was actually one extra. That was one extra stitch. So I gotta quick undo that one, but it's actually really easy. Really just go back. Just go back the way we came. This gun. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. So I know I've been talking about World Cup stuff a lot, and I don't know how many of you follow the World Cup, but basically all the matches happening now, there are more matches happening at once than there were before because they're on the final matches in the group stage. And so they have all 4 teams play at the same time. So both matches, start at the same time. That way teams can't be like, oh, well, we're just gonna play a light game because we like there's sometimes like there are certain amounts of like strategic looking at how things are going in the standings. Back when before this year, the standings within groups were like the first line of determining how the scoring is going is based on, you know, did you win a game or not? Because if you win, you get 3 points. If you draw, you get 1, and if you lose, you get 0. But then the next thing to decide, like say you were tied in like, you know, the game win points and whatnot, then it, you know, the tiebreaker is goals. Like your goal differential. So that would be, you know, goals scored versus goals scored minus goals that you gave up. Those do still matter to an extent now, but now FIFA decided to change things up, and now things are like the first thing that determines like a tiebreaker is the head-to-head. So when you played against that team, did you win or lose against them in your match? Interestingly enough, Ecuador, their match against Germany just finished, and Germany was already like set to qualify. Like they knew they'd be hitting one of the spots within the group to be able to qualify. And Ecuador, the like pretty much their only sure way of making it through would be if they beat Germany. And they did. Which is nuts. But yeah, so back when things really only came, like the major tiebreaker was goals differential. Sometimes teams were like, yeah, we're just not gonna play very hard, because we know that if this team doesn't give up a ton of goals against us, then like they won't like it'll affect the standings for like one of the other teams that already played. So you already know like how their match turned out. So now they're like, no, you can't plan that. You guys gotta play at the same time. So yeah, now it means that there are 100 billion World Cup matches happening for the next couple of days. So I've also been like frenzied trying to follow everything going on. Curacao, my lovely underdogs, sadly finished last in their group just now. That's the same group with Germany. So they will not be moving on, which is sad to see, but it seemed like the team had a good time making it at all, and like fans were pretty psyched. Hi Jester, about to have a coaching session. Yeah, I know he's this handsome lad. This handsome lad working on his final spot. Not too much more to go. This is the second to last row of the spot, and so like each one's like gonna get a little bit smaller. I've learned now working on cross stitch, I understand why a lot of people into like pixel art are also into cross stitch. This is just pixel art, but physical. Because you're making little X's, so like they're all in like little squares. Hi again, Dino! I was playing Splatoon with Dino earlier today, with Dino and Mercini. Oh my gosh, that hole is tiny. It needs assistance. Sometimes they just need a little help. But yes, actually, if I ever like at any point I'm like opening up a window on my screen, it's because I'm checking World Cup stuff because Japan's playing right now, and I really want them to move on. They're like my #1 team that I'm rooting for. Do I think they'll win? No. Like the whole thing? Absolutely not. But I do think they're much better than people give them credit for. I think they're actually a solid team. But yeah, they're playing against Sweden right now. And it's currently 0-0. You gotta fatten up. Yeah, like after after I got off Splatoon, I was like, all of a sudden I was like, I'm so tired. Which makes sense, because like I think before you joined me and Mercy, I was telling Mercy about how like I have not had a full 8 hours of sleep the last 2 nights. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why I'm not tired. Like, I was like, I should be tired. I have not gotten enough sleep. I'm definitely behind on sleep. And I'm like, now I feel it. You know, middle of the day, you know, 12:30, 1 o'clock. My ADHD meds were in full effect. And I was like, yeah, I can keep going. Now I'm like, oh, they've kind of worn off now. I'm kind of tired now. Yeah, the afternoon crash. Yeah. Unfortunately, like my meds come on slowly and also kind of leave my system a little bit slow. Thanks to like timed release stuff. But I mean, when it's out of your system, it's out of your system. Okay, yeah, this also goes in one more. You're waking up early, not of your own volition. Oh no, and not the sleepy meds. That's the 1-2 combo. Sleeps for the week. I know. I was doing cross stitch and catching up on World Cup stuff last night. Malibu was doing an off stream, just, you know, opens for fun. While I had the World Cup on in the background. Just being like, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, Japan's group is interesting. So Japan's in Group F. They're playing against Sweden right now. And the other 2 teams in the group are Tunisia and the Netherlands. So Japan tied the Netherlands, which was amazing. Group F standings. So that was like really, really exciting. And then after that, they smoked Tunisia, and scored 4 goals. So it was like, woo! They're both, so both like the Netherlands and Japan have a tie and a win. So really like, they both want to win. If they both win, they will absolutely qualify. So Japan's playing Sweden right now. The Netherlands playing Tunisia. I'm sorry, Tunisia. I expect you to get your butt whipped. Japan really wants to beat Sweden here to move on. If they keep it to a draw, they'll also move on because they have 1 more point than Sweden does, because Sweden actually lost their previous match. They have a win and a loss, whereas Japan has a draw and a win. So, like, feeling good about Japan right now. They gotta, you know, if they don't lose this, they're guaranteed a spot. If they lose it, I think they can still squeak through, because the World Cup's weird this year. And not every 3rd place team in the group, but like the top 8 teams within like the 3rd place spot of each group. I believe there are 12 groups. The top 8 of them will move on. So that'll probably come down to like goals and whatnot, goals scored. And I think Japan will make it through based on that, but I would really love for them to finish. I mean, top of the group would be awesome, but I think the Netherlands are going to get an easy win off of Tunisia, so they'll stay at the top of the group. So, like, realistically, I don't think Japan will finish at the top, but I do want them to finish 2nd. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's funny, I'm, like, so not into sports. Like, I'm not a sports person. Even like esports, I don't actually follow that many esports. I just follow like competitive Splatoon. like, I have watched competitive Overwatch, but I've never, like, followed particular teams and whatnot. I just, like, I don't really care about them. Yeah, right? I'm just like, I just don't really care. I think a part of that, especially for the esports side of it, is that, like, a lot of the teams, like, they're usually just, like, all men, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I find that boring. I find that boring. Yeah, like, I don't get invested. And also, like, I don't have, like, a strong sense of the game if I don't play it myself. So, like, Splatoon's kind of the only esports that I care about and can follow to, like, an extent where I'm like, yeah, I know what's happening. Like, could I do the same things at the same reaction speed? Most likely not at the high level, but, you know, I can follow. And I guess that holds true for soccer, because I don't really follow other sports, but I did play soccer for many years. And so I can also, like, recognize when a team is not playing well or when they are playing well, and, like, sort of like some basics of what they're doing. You got 2 concussions? Oh my gosh. Were they from headers? I was always way too short, and I was playing co-ed because we didn't have enough girls for a full girls team. So they made our boys team co-ed. But, like, everyone else, like, had an actual boys team and girls team. Like, we were the only ones who didn't. So I was always surrounded by people a foot taller than me. So I was like, I'm not even gonna practice heading the ball because there ain't no way I'm touching that. I can't jump high enough. They're all taller than I am. I'm never gonna head the ball. Oh my gosh. We're back. So that's gonna happen as I move around and whatnot. But yeah, I never got to head the ball. Also, my mom, I remember at one point during a scrim, a ball did actually come near my face, and I heard my mom scream from the sideline, "Don't you dare head that ball! I paid way too much for those braces in your mouth." And I ducked. My mom was like, "Don't you dare!" It's like, yeah, I didn't want to head it anyway. There we go. Nearly done with the gray. I think there was, and he is now at the window. Yeah, and then, like, so the rest of this, I have, like, a very, very light, actually it's this light gray right here, that then we have to fill in both sides for that. But I was thinking I might actually, after I finish this spot, is do, like, the hat that's up here. I put in, there were a couple bright white spots that I already did. Hi, Nina! Yo, I would absolutely recommend cross-stitching. I tried to pick up crochet, and I am gonna get back to it, but oh my god. Crocheting, I did not realize how much counting crocheting would require. I was like, oh no, there's too much I have to have in my brain. I literally have to have a notepad next to me when I'm crocheting. The cross stitch has been much easier, other than some of these holes are tiny. I have to help the needle find them from the back. Please. Please. Let's go turn her around. Oh, you can see the backside. It's a lot more cursed from the back. That's normal. That's normal. But yeah, he looks like he's having a time. I don't know, he looks like drunk from the back. This is Party Big Man. Party Big Man. And then he's normal. But yeah, and then I have my pattern next to me for me to follow. But I don't gotta do this counting. So it's been like really good for me to do to wind down at the very end of the night. I tried doing cross-stitching late at night, but I'm not good enough yet for it to be like a relaxing activity. It still hurts my brain. The cross-stitching, I was like, oh, that's easy. Grabbed a kit when I grabbed some fabric for a bag I'm gonna make. Ooh. Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised that there has been a little bit more of a resurgence in cross-stitch. Also crochet. But not just like at conventions of people selling their completed cross-stitches, but like selling kits that they've assembled and patterns that they've made. And that's actually where I got this one. I got Big Man, I got the Master Sword from Zelda. After that, I know they have a bunch of Animal Crossing themed ones. They've got some like classic Nintendo controller themed ones. But yeah, let me, I think I can go grab the, without having to get my keyboard back up. I have this particular kit, the Big Man kit. I know I linked in my own Discord. Yeah. It's by Sugar Bee Plays. And it's nice and easy. I really like it. Would recommend. Yeah, and so that is the last of the dark gray. Yippee! 3 of my thread colors are done. Two of them take only a teeny bit more. A third takes a little bit more than that. And then the big one is the tin gray color to fill in the rest of the flappy arm things. But yeah, so I need to finish that thread. So I actually do end up tying a knot in the back side when I'm done. I usually just find like a part where I can loop it under. Try to keep that in frame. My microphone's in the way. Yeah, I want to get the Little Judd. They did not have the Little Judd when I saw them at MagFest. There are also a bunch of really cute Pokemon ones. Yeah, I've found the patterns really easy to follow. I've found that they've been really well made. Would recommend. Okay, there we go. And then I just kind of loop it. I loop it twice just to be safe. And pull it tight. snip it. I don't snip it all the way at the end to start. I went through and I cleaned up some of my loose threads earlier today. I've still got like the white ones that I did earlier. I've got some tails too. And then once I fill out the spot, then I'm gonna snip them shorter. Ugh. Alright. Got his spot done. It does look, that spot looks goofy, but it is how the pattern is, and I think it'll look less goofy when it comes in and finishes here in the lighter tin, because it's gonna like hug those spots. It's gonna hug those like single pixels. So I think it'll look less silly then. Alright, big man. Your hat! Let's see, do I want to do the red first, or do we want to do the tin color first? Let's do the tin. Ad's gonna start playing, but that's fine, because I'm just gonna be setting up my next thread. Oh my god, I've got a ton of extra of the... This is not even all of the dark gray thread. At first I was worried. I was like, am I not gonna have enough? Alright, so the tin is my 01 color. I do have a couple threads that are like the same. I have like a white and then like this tin. I'm just like checking that I have the right color. Made a little leftover. Little leftover tin. Oh yeah, it's not a whole lot left on this one. Well, we'll see what we can do with that small bit. I still have more. Undo thyself. Undo. So my hydrate reminder for chat. Yeah, this stand is underrated. I like that cross stitch can be like a very portable hobby, especially if you're working on something that's in a small hoop. But the stand has definitely been helpful, and it has really been saving my wrist. So I noticed it one day when I went from cross stitch to playing Splatoon, and I was like, ow! Ow, my wrist! Because, yeah, it's motion controls on Splatoon. Yes, just a short one. Same. I'm just gonna check in the pattern. So that I don't get lost, I usually find it easier to like start next to something that I've already stitched. So instead of like the middle stuff that I have to do, I'm gonna start next to the... Actually, I'll start all the way on the left side. Gonna be also, I'm always so afraid that I'm gonna like poke a hole where there's not supposed to be a hole. There we go, there we go. That's not a lot of thread. We'll do the side of the hat. Second, I thought I had the wrong thing, but no, we're good. We're good. Another two together. This one, we're doing just a lot of filling out. I like when I first started on this, and I had just the light tin color done, actually, which is this, yeah. And I didn't have the gray spots done at all, and so people were like, "Big man looking awfully thin." And I was like, yeah, he does look funny. I'll probably switch to a darker color that's easier to see once I finish what's left of this thread. Tie up the thread after we finish this last one to the left. Okay. There. Four little off-white bits. He looks so cursed from the back. Let me switch to a darker color. It's easier to see. I'm gonna swap to the red. The worst part, though, the worst part is getting all the threads ready. I think this too? Yeah, this is two. I think I already had that one. a happy looking guy. It's just something special about Big Man. He's just a happy big guy. My fan keeps blowing the thread. There we go. Yeah, and then I end up doing a lot of counting for being like, okay, where do we gotta go for this? I'm gonna start from the, cause it's just like these bits of the red I gotta do. All the others I've done. So I think we'll start from here. So from this red line, it is 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 3 down, 5 across. 1, 2, 3 down, and 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. And I always like the when I'm trying to figure out what where I'm starting. I like to do that first bit of making the hole a little bit distinguishable by running the needle in it around just a little bit to make it a little teeny bit wider. That's just what I've found that makes it easier for me. So this is a long thread. I just gotta make sure it doesn't tangle. I'm trying to be civilized. Sometimes I put the thread in my mouth. I would literally just like grab it there with between my lips and be like, to keep it in place. Don't move. This one I actually could have done the X's instead of the diagonals in one direction and diagonals in the other, because we're actually moving to the right as we work on this instead of going down from the left. I'll just do that for the next row. Such a good shade of red. I love this red. It pops. I like red. Before I fell back in love with pink. I say back in love. I was never in love with pink as a child. So really, before I fell in love with pink, love the color red. Still love the color red. Start from the rightmost corner at the top. Gotta give him his hat. Let's do the X's this time. top right again, but it's only going to be a single X. So I see that y'all are getting the giveaway entries in. Yay! I was trying to figure out how to do it, how I best wanted to do it, because I've been trying to stay away from stream elements when I can. I don't know. They started like going really, they like pivoted really hard into a lot of AI stuff, and I was like, error. Error. And I was like, you know what? What if just I handled the giveaway? What if I did it the old-fashioned way? Yeah, just like, ugh. Man, Stream Elements disappointed me. I was like, come on, guys. I was rooting for you. Yeah, that was why I ended up moving. Actually, it was not the only reason I ended up moving merch shops. Stream Elements also closed down their merch offerings. Not that I like made a whole lot of use out of my fourth wall merch store, but I had already been like, I would like for Stream Elements to not make money off of me. I'd be on time, little one sitting watching with me, asked me to enter. Can I give it to them? Aww! Absolutely. That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. And we're making Big Man his hat now. At the halfway point on this top part. Uh-oh, that's not. Yeah, okay. It did not get set in stone. Completely set. We're good. That always happens when I start going faster. And if I'm working with like long thread. I've got a couple spots on here, like that's one I think you can kind of see. It's like up a little bit thicker because there was like a tiny knot right as I was finishing, like pulling it through, and then it got stuck, and I was like, ooh, well, that's fine. You just got a little added texture. We're just gonna call it, it's a happy little accident. I started catching up on Instagram. There's this one account I follow that occasionally does, you know, speaking of like the happy little accidents, like Bob Ross's Joy of Painting series. There is an Instagram account I follow of a Japanese guy who teaches kanji, and he draws pictures and sort of like trying to teach you certain radicals and also the kanji themselves to have like a little story as a monomic. And there was one today for the kanji for inside, like inside of something. You'd be like uchi, and it was like, oh, you've got like a room, and you've got like the kanji for person inside the room, but he's stuck in the doorway. This makes more sense if you know kanji. but yeah, he just like the way he draws it and talks is very reminiscent, I believe intentionally, of Bob Ross's Joy of Painting series. Makes me tickled pink. It is absolutely adorable. after this one, it's just 2 more red X's, and then the red is all done. One more. The red is done. Yippee! Another thread color I can mark off as finished. That's 4 out of 6. But two of the remaining 3. Not all that. There's not actually that many of them. Not that
The Caitlin Murray just rated
Holy
with
cow!
77 viewers.
Holy cow, hi! Hi, Raiders. Hi, Caitlin Marie. The Caitlin Marie. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How are y'all doing? If you're new here, my name is Rose of Battle, Rose for short. I am streaming for Fred Hutch Cancer Center. We have raised over $600 now. We've got a big man cross stitch that we're working on from Splatoon 3. You hate the? Okay, cool. We can drop the. We can drop the formalities. Yes, I am raising money for Fred Hutch Cancer Center. While I myself have not had cancer, both of my parents have had cancer. My father is a cancer survivor. He had prostate cancer, and my mother had ovarian cancer and passed away with it after a couple of years. So we are raising money specifically for ovarian cancer research because it is so understudied. So that is where a lot of my focus is. But we're really just chilling. We're being very, very casual, very low key tonight. No worries. If anybody has to raid and run, don't feel bad. Feel free. Especially you, Caitlin. If you gotta run, no worries. Thank you so much for bringing your community here. Thank you. And thank you, Forky. Yeah, it's like it sucks like a lot for so many reasons. I feel like the one silver lining is that I've learned a lot about ovarian cancer. And especially now that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm now more at risk for catching ovarian cancer. I have a much better sense of what kind of things to look out for now, and to stay on top of. Like last year I finally got an ultrasound of my ovaries so we could have just like a baseline of what those look like. Tomorrow I get an ultrasound of my liver. And yes, thank you again. I hope you all had a fantastic time raising money for Fred Hutch. Thank you all so much for hanging out and chilling with us. I usually, most nights that I'm streaming, I usually stream Splatoon, which is what this series is from. This is one of the characters of Splatoon 3. Each of the Splatoon games has announcers who are also in a music group, like a, fictional in-universe music group. Big Man is one of the 3 members of a group called Deep Cut in Splatoon 3. He and the 2 other characters of Deep Cut, Shiver and Fry, are going to sort of get, I'm hoping we get like more characterization of them in the upcoming Splatoon 3 Raiders game that's coming out on the Switch 2 next month. Just under a month from now. So yeah, I really like this series. It's super fun. I play it competitively. But tonight we're just cross stitching. We're low key tonight. We're chilling. We chill tonight. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. Yeah, how did your ultrasound today go, Dino? But yeah, for those of you who, you know, have ovaries, you know, in one way, you are likely to not get ovarian cancer. It is a much rarer cancer. That is one of the reasons why it's so understudied. It's also one of the deadlier cancers. That's partially because it usually gets diagnosed kind of late in the process. Like, that's what happened for my mom. She got diagnosed at stage 3C. Or at least, I think she may have been diagnosed at 3B, maybe, but she didn't get her surgery until she was at 3C. So it was pretty late in the process. I gotta say, as like, it'll make you feel like a hypochondriac. It'll make you feel like a hypochondriac. But if you have persistent abdominal pain, it's worth, especially if you have anybody in your family who's had ovarian cancer, especially then, it's worth going to a doctor and be like, hey, like, just point this out. Can we get this checked out? Which is also why it's important to get like an ultrasound of like you when you're healthy, so you have like a base to look at. It's an age where you start getting screenings. I mean, so I've been getting like the basic screenings for I believe it's cervical cancer that they check when they do pap smears. I've been getting pap smears every year since I was like 18. I believe doctors don't, I believe they say you don't have to get one every year, that you don't need a pap smear every year, for those of you who have those body parts to get checked out if you're going to an OBGYN. I forget exactly what it is, but if they say it's like maybe once every 3 years until you're in your like late 20s or something. I've like, my doctors have always just done it every year without being like, oh, do you want to skip a year? They've never asked, they just do it. and with my history, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I don't mind just doing it, as uncomfortable as it is. It is uncomfortable. And if you are like scared about getting pap smears, like that's totally valid. I definitely would say, like, when you're like looking around for a doctor or scheduling the appointment, absolutely mention like that you are anxious about it, because some doctors are way better about that than others. Like I've had friends who like legit have had terrible experiences getting pap smears. I have been lucky that I have not had a terrible experience. I've been uncomfortable, but like the doctor has not made it like any worse. And they've been like as gentle as they can be. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, just also, even like my experiences have been good, I have friends who've had really bad experiences. So I think it's always worth like asking questions of the doctor, and letting them know like, hey, I'm like actually really nervous about this. Is there anything you can do to like help me be less nervous? Can you like show me what you're going to do beforehand? Can you talk me through it? Or for you, if you're just like, hey, can I just like listen to some music while you do this? Like put on some earbuds, like try to dissociate. Like honestly, just like you do what works for you. And if the doctor's a good doctor, they'll work with you. They'll work with you and be like, yeah, we want you to be as comfortable as you can be in this uncomfortable situation. And if they don't respect that, then I would say leave. I would say they're not a good doctor. And I probably would not trust them. But yeah, they are important, especially if you have a history of cancer. But yeah, for like, basic screenings if you are not particularly at risk. Generally, like, the advice is for both genders to do self-examinations for like breast cancer, because that is not invasive. That you can do on your own. That's just like a getting comfortable with your own body and like having a sense of like what is normal. Sometimes you can develop like a cyst that is non-cancerous and will just go away. Like, those do just happen sometimes. And if you're concerned, you can always like schedule an appointment to get it checked out. But it's always better, like, if something's like, oh, that wasn't there before, it's always good just to get that checked out, just to be safe. I think I think you'd always rather better safe than sorry. For certain cancers, we actually have really easy testing. So for my dad, also I snoozed the ads, so we got 5 minutes before they play. My dad got diagnosed with prostate cancer, but because prostate cancer has been studied so well, I will also say prostate cancer is most men get most people with prostates will get prostate cancer. Like, if you were to, there's a theory that if you were to live long enough having a prostate, you would get prostate cancer. But if it gets caught early, generally they can just surgically remove it and it's good. Like, that happened to my dad. He got it diagnosed pretty early. They did the surgery and he's all good. Like, he didn't have to do any chemo. He just biked 300 miles. Like, he's good. He's good. And the reason it got caught so early was because he was going in for just a regular checkup, like his annual physical. And he got some routine blood work done. And the doctor noticed that some of his numbers were off. And so they ran a specific test. And then they determined that it was prostate cancer, that they had, it was pretty early. And that then they scheduled a surgery. And it was all good. It was like really scary. Mostly I was freaked out just from like my own, like, I was like, not again. We already went through this one with my mom. I do not want to go through this a second time. But fortunately, I ended up learning that actually, like, prostate cancer is kind of one of the better cancers to get. Would feel better if it was someone who had the same parts. Oh yeah, actually, I have had both I've had one female OBGYN, and all of my other OBGYNs in my past, and also my current doctor, have all been women. I was definitely, like, I did feel a little uncomfortable the first time I had, like, my male OBGYN when I ended up moving, and he just ended up being the closest one to me. So I like convenience, and he was right off of the train station. I was like, I literally don't even need to drive there. Like, that's kind of perfect for me. And so for me, I was like, I will trade the discomfort of driving and parking for the comfort of a train and just getting off the train and being there. So that, and like, I will take that even if I have to have a male doctor. Right? I was just like, I hate parking. So I did that. But yeah, I've mostly had female OBGYNs, and yeah, I do still just in general feel more comfortable around them. So that's not uncommon to feel that way, for sure. So I know, but I love your pink hair. Thank you! My mom had cancer at a young age, so she's had short hair for a very long time, so she's always dyeing it fun colors. Oh, she did pink 2 days ago? Yes! What shade of pink? Like, what kind of pink? I got mine done a couple weeks ago for my sister's wedding. Yes, yeah. A part of me keeps being like, I kind of want to grow out my hair, but then I'm also like, oh, but the short hair is so nice for dyeing my hair. Because I'm not getting, like, crazy dead ends and whatnot, and, like, unhealthy hair and whatnot. Like, I just keep, like, chopping it off and then being like, okay, I'm re-dyeing the new parts. Oh, close to the same shade? Yes! It's a good color. It's a good color. Your mom's cool. And thank you. Also, I love, we're talking about hair with Leon Kennedy's hair. Leon does have good hair. Alright, so we did the red part of the hat. We gotta do... Like, I could do the little orange bit. He has like a teeny orange bit on one of the corners. And that'll show up better on here, so maybe I'll end up doing that. I'd set aside some of the lighter colors. That'll gonna fill in these parts. And then also fill in the hat. But I think it's gonna be kind of hard to see. We did a teeny bit way up here in the corner, and then I was like, oh, that's so hard to see. So maybe I will do the orange. It's gonna be up here in the corner. Okay, here's my little pattern. Maybe we do a little orange. I kind of want to get like the little, I've seen people have little, they're almost like little card things. They're just like wrapping the thread around to sort them. I'm like, oh, I want one of those now. Rather, I want a set of those. So we have an ad that's about to start playing. So for those of you who are not subbed or don't have Twitch Turbo, it's just going to be a 90-second ad, and then we'll be back. Was that a hydrate? That was a hydrate. To remind our friends after this ad that they should also go make sure they're hydrating. Actually, this was a well-timed ad break, so I can just get this thread ready. But yeah, so like each section of like the floss comes in a strand of 6. And then you end up separating it into 3 different sections, so of 2 each. 3 things of 2. And then you stitch with each pair of 2. But they can be a little annoying to separate. There. So here's my section of 4. I don't think I'm gonna use all of this. You only need a little bit. So I'm gonna keep those 4 strands together. I think this thing of 2 might be enough for what we have to do. We're definitely not going to use all 6. Alright, ad is done. Those of you who stuck around, thank you for your patience. We're going to have no pre-rolls for 28 minutes. Yeah, for anybody else who came on in, if you have any advice about getting screenings or getting checked for stuff, or any specific things you want to share, if it's like a family member or a friend, you know, who's gone through this, I am all ears. But also, if you don't want to share and you just want to hang out and vibe, that's totally fine. But yeah, I actually had a lot of health anxiety. Was it a month ago? A month and a half ago? I don't think it was 2 whole months ago. Maybe it was. I don't know. Time flies. I've been having a high platelet count for since last fall. And so that's been weird. It's been like, why are my platelets high? And of course, you know, when I Google, what are some reasons for your platelet count being high over an extended period of time? Naturally, one of the things that can cause that is cancer. So of course I'm like, shit! Oh no! My doctor was much less panicked. My doctor was like, we don't think you have cancer right now. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, okay. And we got some addition. I ended up seeing a blood specialist. Yeah, just donate them. I was also like, can I just donate? If I have too many, can I just do platelet donations? I still don't know. I still don't know. So, and actually, I donate blood on a like semi-regular basis. And after a bunch of tests I did with a blood specialist, she believes that I have a low iron count, and so my body's like, produce platelets, because I don't know, bodies are weird. And I was like, whenever I do donate like red blood cells, and they do like the finger prick to, like test your blood first, they have always been like, you got a low iron count. And I'm like, oh, okay. But they would always still let me donate, so I thought it wasn't that low. Then one of my friends who is a doctor was like, Rose, no. You have type O blood. They want your blood so bad. Even if you have super low iron counts, like, they're gonna take your blood. No, it's like, oh. I just assumed I was fine on the whole iron situation because they always let me donate anyway. She was like, no, not necessarily. And so just for like 15 years, I've been donating blood, not realizing that I actually do genuinely have quite a low iron count. The more you know. So yeah, we learned that. So I'm taking iron supplements now, and I get tested again in August to see if that's made enough of a difference. But we're also just getting my liver checked tomorrow, just in case. Check up on chat. Cancer Sucks has a weird way of bringing people together, motivating them to help others. It does! My mom's a survivor, and she made it her mission to help others. Now she runs a cancer nonprofit with a board of survivors to provide support to people getting diagnosed. That is so awesome. Your mom is so cool. With your parents had thyroid cancer. Ooh, yeah, you definitely want to keep on top of that for sure. If you don't mind sharing, what is the process for that, for getting checked for that? I remember my mom getting checked for thyroid cancer at one point because she'd had hormone problems for a lot of her life. Like, she couldn't take hormonal birth control because it messed with her hormones so badly. My sister's also had that problem, so I don't know if she also has like some hormonal imbalances. And it's such a bright orange. Oh, hey, look, it's you guys in the corner. Make our first orange X. Yeah, I think I'm also, even though despite my, cancer scare, it was not actually a cancer scare, I was just being super anxious. I think I've generally been really healthy, without doing a whole lot. I've never really had a fantastic diet. I used to exercise a lot as a kid, but I don't really anymore. I did soccer a lot as a kid. I've been talking about the World Cup a lot this past week and a half. Check where I gotta go for this. So, I want to do start at that hole on this one. And ultrasound down, but my experience has been mostly blood work, checking TSH, T3, T4, manual checks where they just feel for lumps. Yeah, feeling for the lumps is always important. Yeah, the thing about breast cancer can be really, really bad if it's caught late. However, it's one of those things where you can check for things on your own, and if anything feels off, you can then go to a doctor and they can do a more thorough check. And so the idea is, it's going to be better if you get it caught earlier. I know a lot of younger people, so even though the advice is like, oh, when you start getting in your like mid-30s, you're gonna start maybe getting checked for certain things, especially if you have a family history. Otherwise, for more people, on the average, a lot of people usually haven't had to like get checked for cancer stuff until they've gotten older. Like, the older you are, the more at risk you are for developing cancer. However, my blood specialist did let me know. She doesn't know why. Doctors don't know why yet, because there just isn't enough research done. Certain cancers have been trending younger. Like, I forget what cancer it was, but there was one specific one that apparently more like women in their 30s are getting diagnosed for. And I was like, ooh, well, that's me. So even though it's like, oh, I'm young, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, like, yeah, historically, it's pretty rare for people to develop cancer in their 20s and 30s, but the number seems to be going up, at least for some cancers. Good luck, Dino. I believe in you. Don't get caught by the skunk. Don't get stinky. Your mom was 15, your dad was 18? Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. I am so sorry to hear that. That is young. My mom was... I think she was in her early 50s when she got diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Yeah, I don't think she was in her 40s anymore. Which is still considered on the younger side for ovarian cancer, but it's not like crazy young. So even though, yes, you are more at risk as you get older, I think it's always good, even when you're young, just to sort of like have an idea of what your baseline is. That means going to the doctor regularly. Make sure you do your physicals every year. I was slacking on those in my 20s. But now I'm not. I'm better about it now. Don't be like me. Start it early. Typically say 40, start checking for breast cancer, but it's been seen an increase in younger women. Yes, that was one of the ones my doctor said has been increasing younger. Oh, hi, Airbo, hydrate. Right, I was gonna remind everybody to hydrate after the break. I know like two women, one in her 20s, I believe one in her 30s, who have both gotten thyroid cancer. They're both okay. They both had surgery and are okay now. But that's happened for both of them in the last couple of years. So, like, yeah. If anything ever feels off, like, I'm like, yo, go to a doctor. I think it's better safe than sorry. Happy Pride Month to you too, Airbo. How has your June been? It has been flying by for me. I did pet sitting for like a week and a half almost for one of my best friends. Her 3 dogs and 4 cats. Right after that, like the day after, I went to my sister's wedding. There we go. Oh, I poked a new hole. Oops, I poked a hole that was not where I was supposed to go. A little bit lower. And yeah, then I came back from that, had a busy work week. Started dating someone. Started dating a lady. Happy Pride Month. What else has been happening? charity streaming. That's pretty much been it. It's a state of mind. Right? It is. But yeah, I feel like June should go forever. Well, maybe not June specifically, but Pride Month. Pride Month, Pride every day. Anything less is homophobic. Oh, I've not been doing nearly enough mock outrage when like somebody splats me in Splatoon. Be like, oh, in Pride Month, but I feel like that would apply to most of us in competitive Splatoon because I feel like most of us are queer. A very large contingent of the competitive Splatoon population is trans. Let's see, we're going over 2 more. Yeah. So let's see, there's gonna be one on top of this orange, an orange box there, and an orange box there. So that'll start there. And give him his little hat decoration. I know in the picture that's like right below me, but one, it's hard to see the orange part. I know it's on the right side, but on my pattern, it has it on the left, so I'm just following my pattern. Also, thank you for the hobby. I can't talk. My ADHD meds. They're like, you're donezo. Thank you for the follow, McRobbie. Thank you for the hobby. Friend gave me $15 the other day. Said she didn't want to be accused of being homophobic this year. That's great. Man, I have... Wait, I was gonna say I have so few. I have so few straight friends. Or like not queer in any way sort of friends. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, yeah, I need to start like being like, friends, you owe me money because it's Pride Month. But I'd be like, wait, what even friends can I say that to? Like, for years, I was like, ha ha ha, I'm the token straight friend in my friend group, because I had not done enough thinking about myself to realize that I was bi. In hindsight, it was obvious, but, you know. I was fooling myself. And then when I came out to a bunch of my friends, they just, like, cackled. Because they were like, one of us! You're like, wait, we don't have a token straight friend in the group. We are just drawn to each other. It's so real. And I feel like in a lot of nerd spaces, like especially the ones that I've been into. Did I already do an X there? I think I did. I did. Like in my nerdy spaces, like for like I know there are a lot of straight people who watch anime, and there are a lot of cis people who watch anime. However, that has not been true for a lot of my friend spaces. They've usually been queer in some way. And into anime. And the same has gone for gaming. And the same has gone for live action role-playing. Though I feel like I've met more straight men in LARPing than in my section of video gaming and anime watching. And my friend group in high school, it was the only lesbian. 3 of them were straight and 2 of them were bi. Yeah, like most of my friends. And I was just like, oh yeah, like most of my friends were queer. I was just like, I'm a passionate ally. The passionate ally to queer pipeline. Or maybe fortunately in this instance, my area is one where straight is the norm. Thankfully, I'm not the only one I know. But yeah, you gotta look hard sometimes. Yeah. At least you got your people. I feel like that's always so important for like, even for like, you know, other identities, or even, you know, not even specifically about demographics. Just like finding the people that you vibe with. So important. Okay, now for this, I think I'm gonna first do an X and then start doing the diagonals for the other ones to the right. Oh, see, I didn't question my sexuality for so long. I was just like, wait, but like all women think that other women are hot. I questioned my gender a ton when I was young. Like, I questioned my gender so much more than my sexuality. And then it turned out that I was cis. Gender roles just in the 90s had me so confused about my gender. So confused. I was like, okay, so what I'm seeing is telling me that I must be a boy. And society was like, wait, not like that. And then after a decade, I was like, oh, no, I am a girl. He, him does not feel right for me. So I was very confused as a child. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I got that on lock. I figured that out. But the sexuality stuff for me, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna not question this for forever. And then I'm not even gonna question it until I get married. Doop, doop, doop. But yeah, it is always funny when you like look back on certain things and it's like, oh, yeah. I should have known. Like, my friends weren't gonna say anything unless I asked, but when I came out, they were like, yeah, we kind of knew. They were like, we weren't gonna say anything, but we kind of knew. Hi, Matt. Your sexuality is phase 1 and the final boss phase 2 is questioning your gender. Yeah, in true roasted battle fashion, I did the in opposite order. Just like how I play video games. Big man. So one of my follows married to a man before she was basically a lesbian. Ah, I see, I see. I hope that is going okay for her. Yeah, I'm glad I married who I did, and when I was like, yeah, I actually think I'm bi, he was like, I mean, yeah, I kind of thought so. That's cool. And then later on, we were like, yeah. Do we want to be poly? Like, yeah. And all's been good. But it is kind of really funny how I actually, like, I'm like, yeah, I am more in the closet about being polyamorous than I am about being bi. Like, I feel like, at least in my family, it is way more awkward to talk about being poly. And for my in-laws' family, than it is to talk about being bi. And even then, they were a little weird about me coming out as bi. Not my family. My family was very cool about it. They were like, duh! They were nicer than that, but that was the vibe. They were like, duh! We knew that. Yeah, I am poly. Actually, I just started dating someone. She's super cool. Met her through my husband. They're also dating. It's been good. Oh, sucks I can't tell my parents though, only my close friends. No. Oh, yeah, I know. That's always like really, really awkward. And I always like, sometimes people have asked me, like, is it important that I come out to my parents? And I'm like, I mean, is it important to you? Like, you don't have to come out to anybody. You don't have to be out to everybody. And really, like, the coming out stuff, like, never really stops. Because, like, people... I mean, as much as we joke and be like, ha ha ha, yeah, like, that person's obviously... Like, that person's obviously gay. From their fashion choices and whatnot. Like, as much as we joke about that, you never actually know unless you ask somebody. So the coming out stuff, like, never truly ends. But I think it's also important to not force yourself to come out to people if you think that's going to cause more strife for you. Because, like, the coming out shouldn't be for the others around you. It should be for you, because you want to come out to that person. Because you trust them with that information about you, and you will feel more validated and safe telling them. And if you won't feel safer, then I'm like, it sucks, but like, then I'm like, I don't know. You might not want to come out to them, which sucks. But your own safety is also very important. I can't find this hole. No, one over. I'm just gonna have to flip this around. Right, yeah, because straight people don't gotta come out and be like, Mom, Dad, I'm straight. Right? Because that doesn't happen. It's gonna be like, is it one of Yes, I am now dating one of Jovial's girlfriends. She's very cool. We went on a little date. We were gonna do a bungee class together, and then my car's tire decided to be punctured. Oh dang it, I'm one down. One day we'll find this hole. So instead we met up and we went on a walk through a garden. That was really nice. We will do a bungee exercise class together one day. But I did go to my second one this past Tuesday. And I made a friend there. It was her first time doing bungee. Not like bungee jumping. This is, you know, bungee fitness. It is entirely indoors. Get a lurk while coaching. Go Shu! Yes, I did hear that y'all have coaching. Thanks for lurking. Tell the whip raise I say hi. Wait, if Pika's coaching you, tell Pika I say hi. Oh, I told myself I wouldn't tell my parents till I actually started dating, that I accidentally came out to my mom on Easter Sunday. Okay, that's actually really awesome. She's super cool about it. Haven't told my dad, probably won't until I'm actually dating a woman. Yeah, like, we haven't told my husband's mom about us being poly. She reacted pretty poorly to me coming out as bi, so we've been kind of like, I don't know, how is she gonna take the poly stuff? And so it's like kind of awkward and like kind of like weird when we sometimes have to like talk around certain things. Be like, yeah, we were hanging out with a friend. but you don't gotta be out to absolutely everybody. Oh, I forgot, because that's the stitch that we ended on. I have to go through that same hole. But I can do that if I make just like a little back stitch. Little back stitch. Cool. Big man looks so happy. Gosh, we have another ad break already? Oh my gosh, wait. Has it already been 28 minutes? Oh my gosh. Time is flying. Alright, well, I'm gonna let this ad break go ahead. It'll probably be our last ad break of the night. Friend once asked me if I would ever be in a poly relationship, and I was like, I don't know, it depends on who the people are, but I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of it. Yeah! Yeah, at first, for several years, when we first talked about it, I said no. I was not into that idea. I was super anxious. And then I got treated for anxiety. And then I was like, oh, I'm actually really chill about this. I'm actually, like, really secure in our relationship. And yeah. I needed a few years to get to that spot where I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready. It's not for everybody, and that's totally fine. And there are like so many variations on poly relationships. There's like so many different things you can do. Like, I feel like everybody does it differently. But I don't know. I think the people who are good at poly are just really good at relationships because they're really good at communicating and also knowing what they want and what kind of relationship works for them. And a lot of it is like also having, like, if you have a primary partner, a lot of communication with them about like what they want and making sure that like they still feel very cared for. Oh, thread poked out. So I can get it back out through here. What's this mess? Get it? I did, yeah. Oh yay! That part's done. Still got a few more orange bits to do. Ads are done. All right, I have to do some counting to figure out the square. So from this right corner we go. I'm gonna start from the top and then go down. So we want to go over 2 and up 4. We back! Perfect. So I'm figuring out. Let's see. We want to go over 2. 1, 2, and then I think it was up 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Jumpy. That's all things should. Returning to Big Man. Want to finish his orange today. How are you doing? There we go. Oh, it poked keep doing that. I keep doing it. This one's easy. It's just a 2x2 square. Long week's over, so that's about nice. Yes! Anybody have fun weekend plans? My plan is to stream some more for Fred Hutch on Saturday at like 12 p.m. Eastern. I have a commentary block for a Splatoon tournament in the afternoon, so I figured I'd do maybe like a 3-hour stream on Saturday, like 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern, before commentary. And tomorrow, my husband and I are doing a little picnic and seeing a production of Shakespeare's King Lear, which I've never seen before. I have read it, but it's been a long time since I read it. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. We actually have not hung out a whole lot this week, because, actually, I don't know, is he home yet? I hope he's home. I hope he's home. It's almost 9 p.m. I don't see anything from him yet. I don't know. Hopefully he's home chilling. I'll find out soon enough. Yeah, he's had a really busy work week. And I've also been doing the charity streams and also practicing some Splatoon with our team. So we actually have not been able to hang out for more than a few hours this week. So I think tomorrow will be nice. The square is done! And then we have just a couple of tiny little 1x1 squares. That one. Go. Here, we'll look at it together and count together. So from that bottom right down to over one. Mark it again. Go to and there. Oop, there we go. Hoping your PC isn't completely kaput by VOTBs and decided to explode on me earlier this week. Oh no, and also computer parts are so expensive right now. Oh my gosh, they're so bad. I swear, like, things have tripled, quadrupled in price. We were looking at some RAM that we got for me back in end of 2024. I think it was, and it has like quintupled in price. It's crazy. Oh, what am I? I'm getting the notification noises now. It's cause it's 9 p.m. Oh, I didn't. Y'all. How do we think Japan did? They should be wrapping up soon. It's at an ad right now. I'm wondering. Wait, did they finish? Maybe they finished. If you're new here, Japan's been like the team that I've been the most excited about in the World Cup. Oh, Japan kept it to a draw. Yeah, that means Japan finished second in Group F. So they are definitely proceeding on. I believe Sweden is also proceeding on. Because I think they have enough points to be one of the teams finishing in third place to proceed to the group of 32. The US is about to start playing soon in like an hour against Turkey, but they're already guaranteed to move on, so I'm like, eh. Mostly I cared about Japan. I was like, I want Japan to move on! Yay! Hoping that the PSU that gave up. Yeah! Yeah, I've heard about like the DDR5 stuff. So expensive now. So there we go. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go down another 2. Over another 1. So 1, 2, 1. So, yay! I hope Japan makes it through the group of 32. The best they've done, historically, is making it to the round of 16. So I would love... I mean, I would be ecstatic if they made it to top 8. Winners on tomorrow. I can look for you. Tonight, they're wrapping up Group D. So tonight in an hour is gonna be USA versus Turkey and Australia versus Paraguay. Tomorrow is gonna be a really good day to watch. Group I starts off tomorrow, which is Norway versus France. That's gonna be a really good game. Those are both really strong teams. Only reason I've been keeping up with the World Cups because my coworkers and your family. Yeah, it's so funny because like none of my friends follow soccer. Like no one in my family follows soccer. Like I'm the only one. Next year, this time next year is the Women's World Cup, and that I will be even more hyped about. But yeah, Norway and France are both two really strong teams. They both have really strong forwards. France's forward Mbappe is a talented player, and Norway's forward Erling Haaland is also very strong. The two of them have both been getting a lot of goals, so I think it's going to be a really interesting match tomorrow. At the same time, the other half of the group is Senegal versus Iraq. And then later tomorrow night at about like 8 p.m. tomorrow night is Cabo Verde versus Saudi Arabia. And that I want Cabo Verde to move on so badly. I want them to move so badly. This is their first ever World Cup, like ever. Is a tiny island nation. They've never qualified before. They did the unthinkable and managed to hold Spain to a draw in their first match ever. So actually Cabo Verde's sitting in a pretty good position. They and Uruguay are tied for like second place in the group. And so the top 2 teams of each group are guaranteed to move on. If you finish 3rd, this year's kind of weird because they expanded teams. So the top 8 out of 12 3rd place finishers will be moving on. So if you do really well and score a lot of goals and finish 3rd, you can still potentially move on. But Cabo Verde is playing against the team that is last right now. Saudi Arabia has gotten a draw and a loss, whereas Cabo Verde has 2 draws, Uruguay has 2 draws, and Spain has 1 draw, which was against Cabo Verde, and a win. So ideally, Spain beats Uruguay, and Cabo Verde either draws or beats Saudi Arabia tomorrow, and then Saudi Arabia moves on and finishes 2nd, which would be awesome. One of my coworkers was like, this is the U.S.'s chance to win a cup for the first time. Yeah, and you'd be like, hello? The US has been winning World Cups. It's been the women. It's been the women winning. All right, we do this last bit. Yeah, the Women's World Cup next year is gonna be awesome. All right, I think I wanna start here and go up. Maybe. Learning so much about the World Cup tonight. Oh yeah, I have never talked about sports on stream more than ever this past month. And then I'll be really quiet about sports again until this time next year for the Women's World Cup. And then I'll be quiet for a few more years. Yeah, Cabo Verde, I knew nothing about their team before their first match against Spain. And their goalkeeper made so many impressive saves that I was like, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. So I'm really hoping they beat Saudi Arabia tomorrow and Uruguay loses against Spain. And then there should be another set of matches tomorrow. Yeah, late night tomorrow. 11 p.m. tomorrow is New Zealand versus Belgium and Egypt versus Iran. But I think I am most invested in Group H tomorrow with Cabo Verde. Yeah, it is really, really exciting. Like, being like, oh my god, that person's really into that. Alright, I'm gonna count from this red bit. We go over 2, up 1, 2, 3. Over 2, up 3. So that means... And what I set up? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I should be over more. Nope, I think I... 1. I'm like just triple checking. Maybe quadruple checking at this point. The Scots and their orange traffic cones has been so funny. There have been so many hilarious things about the World Cup. There have also been a lot of really frustrating things about the World Cup. FIFA is a terrible, corrupt organization, and also the US is corrupt and terrible. So there have been a lot of frustrations, but there's also been a lot of really funny and fun stuff. I believe that finally FIFA and the US have been pressured into not making the Iranian soccer team, like, fly in, like, the day of their match. They're allowed to come a couple days earlier now. Finally. I was like, man, this team is getting screwed. 1, 2, 2. Yep, okay, it is this. I feel like this is over more on here, though. I'm so confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I started this orange bit. I think it was supposed to be... Oh, these are all off by 1. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I'll just have to... Actually, wait, I don't have to mirror it on the other side, because it's just on this one side. Nobody will know except for all of you. Except for all of you. I'm just gonna go over 1 here. I'm just gonna start it here. Right? it's a Rose of Battle original. See, that's why I kept checking. I was like, I'm counting correctly, but something about this seems wrong. That's fine. It's a happy little accident. Right, no tallying. Oh, and if you haven't noticed on the screen as well, we do have a giveaway open for this. This was a part of the $500 milestone goal. So I will be giving this away to one winner. You can enter via channel points. You can enter once per stream, and then I'm picking the winner on Tuesday, which is the last day of the 1UP for Survivors campaign. It is. Yeah, Tuesday, right? All right, because I'm doing this top to bottom. That means the stitch that I end on is the stitch that I, like the hole that I end on is the hole that I go into, so that's gonna get stuck. Gotta do a little back stitch. Get in there. Of Tuesday, I suddenly was like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. Man, what snack should I have? I could have another one of those Outshine fruit bars, like frozen fruit bars. Tasty. Just making sure I'm not getting like text messages from my spouse. No, it's literally my phone being like, hey, Turkey versus USA and Paraguay versus Australia start soon. Road just so I don't have to do another back stitch to continue. Wait. I don't have to do that, just kidding. Oh wait, no. Oh right, I was doing that, so I didn't have to do the back stitch there. Never mind. We are gonna do that. Silly me. Is, am I going to have enough orange on this needle to finish this part, or am I going to have to dip into one more set of 2 threads, which I might need to do. poking new holes where they shouldn't go. Oh yeah, I don't know if this is enough thread to, I might have to dip into a new thread. That's fine. Do you find cross-stitching to actually be relaxing? I feel like it would be too anxious to mess it up by miscounting. I have generally been okay, but I do get that because there's a reason why I stopped crocheting at night. It was because it would trigger my anxiety. So I totally get that, because God, crocheting takes so much counting. At least for like the cross stitching. Especially when I'm doing like big blocks. When I do big blocks of one color, and especially when it's just like really easy to follow, I'm like, oh, easy, relaxing. So simple. Though that orange bit is the first time. That's the first time I've actually been off by one. Honestly, if there was gonna be one part that was off by one block, better to be the part that like doesn't get mirrored on the other side. Though a lot of these aren't meant to be like perfectly mirrored, because you can see like the spots are a little bit different. According to the pattern that I've been following. But yeah, I found that the counting hasn't really messed me up too much for the cross-stitching. I think because I don't have to be constantly counting. It's usually just when I'm starting from a spot. Like, I have my pattern just like below me that I've been glancing at just to make sure that I'm on track with where I'm going. But I think because the stitches themselves are really, really easy, and I'm just like making little X's, I've been like, oh, relaxing. And like do this half asleep. So sometimes I can't find the hole and I'm like, oh, not relaxing. Yeah, so I've been very slowly learning how to crochet. In my opinion, crocheting is much harder than cross-stitching. But I also come from more of a sewing background, so I don't know if that sort of like influenced me to find cross-stitching easier. I definitely need to tie off this thread. There's not a lot of it left. Come on. Better hook on something. Yeah, so I've been trying to do for like these little back stitches is just like go under one of the threads that I've done. There we go. Little back stitch. Can I do one more? There we go. That should be pretty secure. Woo! Reminds me of one time I was building one of those Lego car models. Used a 2x16 piece with a 2x14. I realized I was 20 pages away from the end, and every time I'm like, oh no. Yeah, I've messed up on Legos like that before. Hi, Livs. How are you doing? Get our boy. Well, that's the wrong thing. I loosened the wrong part. I'm trying to tilt this again. There we go. How are you doing? My phone keeps going off. I keep being like, is it my husband? Yeah. Oh, he did work late tonight. Oh, it's only on a train now. Oh, that's bad. Poor Jovial. Alright, so I have time to do a little. Oh, I have time to do a little bit more. Double. Yeah, man. Yeah, the work's been tough. But hey, we committed to not working late tomorrow because we got plans tomorrow. Just gotta survive to 5 p.m. tomorrow. Ooh, what'd you guys do in NYC today? Alright, so we gotta dip into a little bit more of this. And for a walk before redoing the Lego? Yeah! I'd be like, I gotta go on a mental health walk. Go on a stupid walk for my stupid mental health. Yeah. Alright. This is 4 threads here. I need half of you. There we go. I definitely do not need both of these, so I can just put this one away. And get this one. Chinatown. I know no more. I got a dim sum dinner there during one of our New York City Splatoon LAN events. Got boba, meandered around with some interior design stores. Ooh, I actually have not really seen a whole lot of interior design stores. I hope it was just you two at Gnome Walks. I've only been the one time we went, I think we had 8 of us maybe. So we were able to get like a ton of food to share. Gotta leave. Bye, McRobbie. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good to meet you. Oh, right. You had mentioned, I do remember you mentioning at one point that they have gluten-free stuff. I went with some friends who were Chinese, so we were just like, you guys order. We were like, we like these sorts of things. You two can handle the ordering. Right, we're building up the rest of his little decoration. Oh my god, yo guys. So glad you got to enjoy fried food. Man, I love dim sum. Oh. I lost some of my threads. I gotta redo it. Got things in each category. Oh, good. And we ended up getting too much of the vegetables. Like, not enough people at our table wanted vegetables. I was like, I am doing my best to eat as much of these vegetables as I can. Yeah, I actually gotta start thinking about what we want to do for meals during gridlock in a couple weeks when we're down in that area. I keep meaning to stop by Bibble and Sip's Chinatown location because I've been to their other location in Midtown, but I've never been to their Chinatown location, and I would really like to. I would like to show off some of their pastries and whatnot to friends. I'm like, I need cream puffs. They're so good. All right, we'll do one more ad break, and then no more. Yeah, I was like shocked by like how much they served for the vegetables. That's why we could not finish them. I was truly unprepared. Man, eating at Lands is so hard though, because I feel like I'm always so busy. Because not only do I compete, I also usually commentate. And my schedule is usually set up that I'm, you know, commentating usually not too long after I'm done competing. Though it might be a little bit different this time since it's going to be a 2-day event, so I think I'll have a little bit more time. Instead of at the Dapples, the big Dapple events, which are 1 day long. But I usually have very little free time outside of the venue. But I think I will have a little bit more this time around. You know what? Actually, my wrists feel pretty good. This stand has been a game changer. It really has taken so much of the stress off of my wrists. So I'm very glad that I bought this. So I bought it like after a week when my wrist pain first started, and I was like, oh, I did a 3-hour cross stitch by hand, and now my wrists hurt. So I'm glad I got this. Would recommend. And after this orange bit, I just have to fill in the hat over here and then fill in the sides. And then it's all done. That is not quite where that corner was. You know what? Fine. Fine. That's where it wanted to go. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I've had my door open, but I'm surprised that actually the cats have not been here. Oh, you know what? It's because I have the air conditioner on. They sure are desert animals, because when I didn't have it on earlier in the middle of the day, I just had like the windows open. Scooter was hanging out in here like all midday. And when I streamed on Tuesday night, I don't think I had the air conditioner on then either. And Scooter was sleeping behind me. Such a guy. Yeah, actually, I do notice in the summer, if we have the air conditioner on, Dylan, who does still generally snuggle with me at any point, he might start off bedtime snuggling me, but at some point he will leave. They're silly. Yeah. Earlier today, Dino, Mercy, and I were playing Splatoon, and we were in our Discord VC, and so I turned on my camera and pointed it to where Scooter was, because he was sleeping. So we had a Scooter cam on for the three of us. He was so circular. Oh, and then at one point he turned around, put his butt towards the camera, and was facing my Eevee plushie. He just he stared at the Eevee plushie for a few games, because I usually glanced at him after every game finished. They had an important meeting. Yes, he's a circular guy. One of your cats always so clingy. He slept inside. Oh, yeah. Dylan doesn't sleep on my chest because I'm generally a side sleeper, so he sleeps against my chest. Sometimes against my face. And during the winter, he'll actually get under the covers with me. Sometimes if it's very cold, he will get under the covers between me and Jovial. Just a sweet baby. The Eevee conference, right? Yeah, I don't know what business they had, but it did conclude at some point. Yeah, I feel like a lot of cats don't like being under the covers. He loves to snuggle and get warm. Yeah, Dylan's a sweetie. Oh no, he would crawl out. Oh no. Yeah, Dylan's really the only cat I've ever had who enjoys being under the covers. Scooter usually doesn't go under the covers. Coco's our black cat. He does not like being under covers. Dylan's like, oh boy, cozy snuggle time. Count me in. We got there eventually. Typos all the way. Cats love being under the blanket, from into the cave. Oh, yeah, Scooter. Yeah, I think Scooter will do like the cave thing. So it's funny when we make like little blanket forts on the couch, and then Scooter will go into those. They would drop the blanket, they would be fine until they inevitably heard. Wait, what kind of noise would startle them? Is this like Coco levels of startle? Your dog loves being under the blankets. Aww! That's so cute. When I was pet sitting earlier this month, all three dogs were cuddlers. The big golden retriever one morning, I did wake up with her on top of me. And I was like, oh boy. Oh boy, hello. Oh, old house, random creeks. Yeah, that would get Coco. That would definitely get Coco. Or a little easily startled boy. He's a tad neurotic. But he's also the best hunter, and I think those two things are related. Because even though, you know, he's like easily startled because he notices things very easily. But also, he's a very good hunter because he notices things very easily. Someone walking in the other room. Okay, at least Coco does not get startled by that so much anymore. Sudden loud noises, yeah. I think he's very used to people walking around. Oh my gosh, this morning when I was, you know, in this exact spot, Coco came up to me, just like walked up, announced himself, and then put his paws on my thighs, and not in a like aggressive way where, like, you know, 'cause he'll do that when he's like, I don't like that loud noise, stop it. But like in a very gentle way, and then he did his little chirrup to get my attention. And then I just, like, you know, scratched him behind the ears, and then he was like, yeah, happy day. You're my sweet baby. Your dog will bark whenever your brothers and nieces come over. Yeah, the dogs that I was pet sitting, they just bark at anybody who comes up to the door, even if they know them. And I think it's not so much like to me, I've never felt them, at least with me, being aggressive when they've barked. It's been more of like a, I am so happy and excited sort of bark. Like, oh, you girls have big feelings. Why are you such a baby? Yeah, it's been interesting in the mornings. For the past couple of years, in the morning, he's like, pay attention to me. In the evening, he's like, stay away from me. He's a morning cat. He's the opposite of me. Yeah, lately in the mornings, he'll come in here and go meow until I pet him. We're so close. You're right, he is introverted. Scooter is such an extrovert. And like, so Scooter will now hide sometimes when somebody comes to the door, but he didn't used to be like that. He used to run up to people at the front door. But after the incident, the background information, Scooter, our orange cat, is actually one of two cats that my father and mother-in-law adopted. They adopted two cats together who were not litter mates, but they were like shelter mates. They were in the same, I believe they were in the same cage together. And so they adopted them together because they seemed to get along. And they did get along for many years until kitchen renovation happened. And it set the other cat off. And ever since then, especially when it's like contractors, Scooter hides. So I think he just associates that with like, my brother attacked me, and then I had to move. But he usually comes out just a couple minutes later when he's like, okay, nothing bad's happening. Oh my gosh, I want to go just right there. Right where there is. That is where we want to go. But yeah, other than that, he's an extrovert. He's got a little bit of trauma, but he's an extrovert. He loves people. Put him in another room so you won't bark at the little ones. Aww. Yeah, my dad's dog. My dad has 2 dogs. They have a border collie, and then they have a small dog who's part Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua will set the larger dog off. Because the Chihuahua won't do anything. She just barks. She's all bark and no bite. The border collie can do damage. She's very anxious and she is larger. But we have to calm the Chihuahua before we let the larger dog in. Like, we have to put the larger dog out. Get the Chihuahua to chill out. And then we can let the border collie in. This is the last row of orange. This. Oh, you have a Chihuahua? Okay, well that explains it. They're so cute. They're so mouthy. Your Ace Pride shirt got here before the trip. Yay! What shirt was it? If it was one of the Crow Lines button-ups, I'm gonna laugh because Dino also got some of the Crow Lines Pride shirts. They're really cute though. Alright, we're just doing the other way around and then we're done with orange. Your orange cat thinks he's a dog. Oh, Lance! I love the orange cats. Hi, Luna! Oh my gosh, we're nearly... Okay, one more stitch on the orange, and then we can basically... Like, he's not done. We still have a little bit of more, like, the lighter colors to fill in for the empty spaces, but, like... You know, you can, like, fill those in with your eyes to see what it'll look like finished. Oh, from a creator called Dykenite. That's a great name, by the way. A topographical map design? That is really cool. What? Oh my gosh, look at this man. He is so big. He is so big. Let's go. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. Yeah, so the only rest I have to do is filling in the light parts of the hat that go right around the red here, and then filling in here. And then he's done! And cleaning up the back. The back looks crazy. The back look nuts. Yeah! So good. So cool. I love him. I think really, this is the winner. I think whoever wins this giveaway should really, I think you should display this side. Oh, so cool. So neat. Cross stitch is fun. Never look at the back of a cross stitch. Looks like a demon. I love him. I love him. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's a good place to end it for tonight, but I do want to remind those of you who have not entered the giveaway already, you do get one entry for every stream up through Tuesday's stream. So I'm going to be streaming again on Saturday midday, like 12 p.m. Eastern. My plan is to stream Monday night, and I'll also try to get in a stream on Tuesday night. So after tonight, you will have 3 more opportunities to get in an entry, for a total of a maximum of 4 entries that you can put in. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to get your giveaway entry in through the channel points here over on Twitch. You can do so today, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. But yeah, I have a minute though. You have time for a quick story, Lunar Raven. You're good. You're good. That Knight's hilarious. He also made a shirt that said MILF Mid, I love Feldspar. Oh my gosh. I bumped into this. Oh, thank you, Leon. That's so kind. Yeah, this is like, I don't do many craft streams, but I've really been enjoying the cross-stitching. I'm also starting to work on a Splatoon Inkling OC cosplay for my Splatoon coach. I've got the actually I have the tentacles that I can show for the hair pieces. You obtained all the pieces for your Captain OC cosplay for Too Many Games tomorrow? Wait, Too Many Games is tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Right, it's June. Yo, have fun! Ah, here they are. Yay! These are the hair tentacles for like the ponytail. I haven't put on the spots yet, but yeah, that'll go in a wig, and I'm gonna start working on the clothes and boots. It's kind of like my summer project. And look, we have a kitty cat here. Look who decided to come by. Hi, you wanna say hello? Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Here, we can close this. Oh my gosh, the cats are coming in now. This is the cuddler. This is Dylan. Hi. You wanna purr? Oh, you are purring. Hi, sweetie. I wondered where you were tonight. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, he's my mushy boy. Hi. You're so good. I love you. Oh, there we go. I could feel that one. Oh, I'm sorry, but he has mild asthma. All good? Almost. Almost. All good now. All good. All good. Mwah. Man. I think Scooter's behind me. Woo! He also drools. I was in the splash zone for that one. Yeah, you know what being in the splash zone's like. He's my sweet, precious, gross old man. And then we got Scooter. I will pick him up, but he does not like being held, so he will not stay for long. Oh, hi. I love you. We all love you. Okay, I'm gonna let you down. Let's see. Dylan's birthday's in September. Dylan is turning 14. 13 going on 14 soon. Such a sweet guy. Did he actually give you pink eye? Wait, did you actually get pink eye from that? Both your male cats are fine being held, but the female one doesn't. That's so weird. Oh, Dylan's really our only one who likes being held. Coco, I don't think came in here. No, he didn't. He's probably on the couch downstairs. He doesn't push like Scooter does. if he's okay with being held, he will let you hold him until he's not okay with it, and he will, if you're lucky, he will complain. If you're unlucky, he will bite you. Oh, number 2. Yeah, it's Dillon. That was how the shelter spelled it, and we just kind of like kept it. We were like, okay. He's 2 years old. I don't even think he was named in the shelter. Because he came from like a large collection of cats. Because there was a woman who had like 20 cats or something. And they said, nope. You cannot have 20 cats. Oh, you would need to die for a day or two. Do you have a mild cat allergy, maybe? My dad once got a cat whisker, like, stuck in his eye from one of our cats rubbing him. And he is allergic to cats. He's just gotten very much used to it. And, like, his eye, like, oh, he was angry. Oh no, you're good, Leon. You're good. Everybody, unless they already know, spells it the first way, like the normal spelling. It is funny when I talk about him though, and people don't know the name of my spouse, and then I say both names. They're like, "Wait, which name is your husband and which name is for your cat?" Those are both people names. Oh, you know, I guess Dylan gave you pink eye. That's my nasty man. My nasty boy. All right, thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. This was fun. I like crafting. I do want to send you to another Fred Hutch streamer. Let me just go figure out who's on right now. But I will be back on Saturday, probably around 12 p.m. Eastern, because I'm commentating later in the day. Who's on tonight? Scroll for our schedule. Let's see. I think Laurelot is still streaming, and I think also let's find out Laurelot. I let him know about how I wasn't able to raid on Tuesday, so I think they may have fixed it. We're gonna find out. We'll find out. Yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. This was great. Big Man's gonna be completed soon. Probably missed that one because of work. I'll be back Monday and Tuesday, though. So I'll get raid messages queued up. Let's see if we can go raid Laura. We also just check that they're still online. They are, and playing a Hat in Time. Alright, let's see. Is it working? Nah, they didn't change them yet. Okay. All good. Let's go find another person. Alright, Unicorn is streaming some Pokemon TCG. Also, raising funds for Fred Hutch. Fred Hutch is also, I believe, very close to 100k raised. Or sorry, 100k, 10k. Actually, they passed 10k. What am I talking about? They're close to 10,500 now, so yeah. Yeah, and thanks, y'all. It was a pleasure meeting a bunch of you. Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna send y'all over to Unicorn. If you have the time, feel free to sit and chat for a bit. chat with another Fred Hutch streamer, and I will see y'all on Saturday. If you can't come Saturday because you're busy, I'll be back around the same time Monday, though I'll probably end earlier. Have a good night. Bye, all. Have a good Friday night tomorrow, too. Bye.